Hello YouTube, my name is Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, and this video is going to be a follow-up to my last one. If you guys didn't catch it, it's a pretty long one, it's a pretty ranty one about melee weapons being added to Modern Warfare Remastered because they are coming to the game whether you like it or not. This video is going to be about weapon kits, and you may be asking yourself, well, what is a weapon kit? Well, weapon kits are actually a feature that are coming to Modern Warfare Remastered that right now are pretty much shrouded in mystery, but I have a pretty good theory as to what they are going to be. So there was a leak of a couple of weeks ago for Modern Warfare Remastered. People dug into the files on the PC version of the game and they found a bunch of leaked weapons. One of them was like the Kamchatka 12 shotgun. One of them was the shovel melee weapon, which we discussed in my last video. And there are a bunch of other ones were basically new versions of old weapons, like the Modern Warfare 2 Striker, the Black Ops 1 Galil, so on and so forth. Like a bunch of old school Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1 style weapons. They are in the PC files for Modern Warfare Remastered. Well, if you guys check the image, there's a link down there in the video description. If you guys check out the image, you will see that once this update goes through for Modern Warfare Remastered, in our creative class, we will have a couple of extra options. Next to lethal and tactical grenades, we will have a slot called melee, which says to a lot of people, are we going to be able to add like an extra melee weapon to our kit that we pull out and use, or is that going to replace our knife? We don't know, but we're going to be able to pick our melee, whatever that means, in our classes at some point going forward in Modern Warfare Remastered. Also, next to our primary and secondary weapons, you will find a new spot next to attachment called kit, which has a lot of people wondering, well, what is a kit? What do they plan on doing? Well, going back to those leaks, we saw a very, the word I want to say is sporty version of the M1014. It was the M1014 shotgun, but it looked a lot different, and I think kits are something that we're going to be seeing in Modern Warfare Remastered, where they're going to be adding cosmetic replacements for our weapons. If you guys want to check out the image of the M1014, again, link down there in the video description, you guys will see that looks like the 1014, but it's a bit sportier, and maybe it's like one you would use for competition shooting, whereas the one that's actually in Modern Warfare Remastered, that's more of a military variant. I have a feeling that in the future, we are going to be having these variants of weapons for Modern Warfare Remastered. We're going to see, for example, maybe they replace the AK-47 with a Galil skin from the original Black Ops, or maybe they replace, I'm just making up ones here, maybe they replace the M16 with a FAMAS skin or something along those lines, right? That is what I think a weapon kit is. Now, I could be entirely wrong. This is just what I've come up with on my own. Like, I didn't like discuss this really with other people. I don't have any inside information. Any YouTuber that actually knows about this is under an NDA right now, so we don't actually have any concrete information. But just looking back once again at that very odd looking M1014, it makes sense that they would actually try to sell skins. And I wonder if instead of actually adding supply drops to the game, if instead they're going to sell us just cosmetic DLC, which is not going to be locked behind RNG. It's just going to be, hey, would you like different variants of all the weapons that you already have unlocked? Well, here for $10, you get a new skin for all the assault rifles. And perhaps they go old school with it. Like, for example, what if they had an old school set that makes all of your weapons actually look like they originally did back in Call of Duty 4? And then other sets that just give them a little bit more flair to them in one way or another. Like maybe they change around the M40 to make it all black or something. I don't know. They do something different to it to make the weapon itself look different without actually performing any different. That would actually explain, in my opinion anyway, why we saw so many Modern Warfare 2/Modern Warfare 3 weapons leaked in the PC files of Modern Warfare Remastered. That could be actually why they are there. Maybe they are just all going to be cosmetic skin replacements and you can just buy them for something cheap. I don't know. Honestly, I would prefer this so much more than the idea of actual supply drop weapons coming to the game. Obviously, everyone doesn't want to have supply drops. Nobody wants all these extra weapons. Nobody wants these weapons actually blocked behind RNG. Nobody wants that system at all. But what if they sold this stuff as a normal DLC? Like, all right, look, everybody here, $10, you get new skins for all of your assault rifles. They make your assault rifles look different, but they are still the same weapon. I wonder how it's going to work. I really don't know. Is it going to change up the game at all? Like, if, for example, they give us a skin for the 74U, which makes it look, I don't know, more like it did in the original Black Ops, is that going to change the weapon at all? Is it going to change the icon in the kill feed? Is that going to change up somehow the weapon quirks? Because the 74U, for example, has assault rifle style wall penetration. If you use a red dot on the 74U, suddenly your hipfire accuracy becomes worse than that of a submachine gun, and it becomes more like that of an assault rifle. Like, would those quirks still be there if they were to replace the gun itself with a skin. Like, how is all that supposed to work? I have no idea, but of course, this is all speculation. This is just why I think a weapon kit could actually be. But again, looking at the image in the video description, you have one image that shows kits are coming to Modern Warfare Remastered at some point in the future, and then another image that shows a very sporty, that's probably the wrong term, but a very sporty looking M1014 shotgun. That is why I think a kit is. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that down there in the comment section below, and whether or not you would be open to that idea. Right now, I spent basically the entire day just all doom and gloom thinking actual supply drops may be coming to the game with supply drop weapons. And again, none of this actually explains what the Kamchatka 12 is. Again, link in the video description if you guys want to see the new Kamchatka 12 full auto shotgun. I have no idea what's going on with that thing. It's not even textured in the video that I have linked. But I spent the whole day just worried the actual supply drops are coming to the game. But what if supply drops aren't coming to the game and instead we're just going to have paid cosmetic DLC that change how your weapons look? Would you guys be okay with that? Because honestly, it doesn't sound terrible, especially compared to the alternative. We don't know exactly how this is going to play out. We're going to have to wait and see. Again, the big update is going to be on Tuesday, and hopefully, at that point, the YouTubers that are actually flown out to the event will actually be able to discuss some of this stuff in their videos and enlighten us as to what the heck is freaking happening with our game. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Drop me a rating, and again, check all the links down there in the video description if you guys would like to see exactly what I'm talking about, because I'm not allowed to show you here in the video, because Activision would strike it down, because that is what they're doing. Anything online that shows like images of these weapons and these scans and everything else, they're pretty much just sweeping all that underneath the rug and just taking it all down where they can. For some reason, they can't take down these streamable videos. I have no idea why. So check them out while you can. I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.